The hearings for Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett have been taking place. Direct question. Would you be in favor of Democrats, quote, packing the court by adding more seats to the Supreme Court, given that, in no small measure, thanks to President Trump's nominees, the Supreme Court is likely to wind up with a 6-3, pretty far to the right majority in the Supreme Court. So would you favor expanding the number of court justices or not?
I would. I won't answer that directly for this reason. First of all, Mitch McConnell has already packed the courts, not just the Supreme Court, the two he's pushed that he's rammed through after refusing his nominee, but so many of the lower courts, the circuit courts and the district courts. Second, I will do whatever here's how I answer it. I will do whatever it takes next year to preserve the Affordable Care Act and preserve Roe v. Wade. We have seen, that means after the public, we haven't done a good job of educating the public about the power of the Supreme Court, and that it's from the beginning of your career, Mr. Rather, the court has gained such influence in American lives, over American lives. This court has made more than 85 decisions all along party lines, which has stripped voting rights, labor rights, women's rights, LGBT rights, one after another. And I think next year, after we educate the public better about what this court has been doing, we figure out what's next. Why, for instance, is the Supreme Court, why can one vote dramatically change American jurisprudence, can change American law? 5-4 decision, strip voting rights from millions of African Americans, for instance, or allow the spigot to open for all this dark money, a 5-4 decision, a 1-vote margin. If you are charged with a crime and you have a jury trial, it's got to be 12-0. I'm not saying the court should be 9-0 to change the rules or overturn a law, but should it have to be 6-3 or 7-2? Should there have to be a supermajority? I put that out there. I'm not a lawyer, but I put that out there that we've got to figure out what do we do next year so that the Supreme Court isn't all powerful and can cancel out so many progressive laws that people have made through the democratic process. I mean, they have tried for 10 years to get rid of the Affordable Care Act through the democratic small d process and have not been able to, so they go to the courts. And this court has been legislating from the bench, surely, and we've got to think about what that means to our country.
Well, let the record show, when asked whether you favored packing the court, quote unquote, you straightforwardly said you weren't going to answer the question directly, and you didn't. What you said was that, and I don't want to take you out of context, that you're willing to consider it, but you're not committing. Is that fair?
Yeah, we've got to figure out what to do. That, among other things, exactly right.